Right, guys. Well, I've been doing the bit more work on the old Triumph today. Been doing a bit of blasting for the rear swing arm. This is another tool that I've made. It's been thrown together. Doesn't have to be pretty because at the end of the day, it's just got to do a job. That's all, and it's done it. First thing, people are probably looking at going, I really hope that's not a wooden sandblasting cabinet. But sorry to disappoint, but yes, it is. As with all most of the tools I make, I try and make them as cheap as I can, just to keep the build cost down. The plywood was literally in the loft space when I moved into the house, so that was free. The perspex I already had, and yeah, so basically tried to have a little talk through as to how I've made it really. The frame itself, just some steel angle down for the steel merchants. Wasn't particularly expensive. It's on casters should I want to move it. I don't think it's going to move from here anytime soon. The hinges, if you guys have seen the barbecue I made out of the jerry can, they're actually the same hinges I've used on that as well. And the gloves were a bit expensive, but I don't see the point in buying cheap gloves and having to take it apart all the time. So yeah, it's literally just a plywood ring, pulled the gloves through, put it over, and then just screwed it on. Sealed, does the job. Obviously you're going to need a compressor. This is a cheap and nasty eBay compressor. Excuse me. This should be, it's up to the task, but it's getting a bit tired now, but I can't grumble because it didn't cost me that much. The other thing, in fact one of the best modifications I made for this was this little setup down here. One of my old workmates gave me the bucket. I'm sorry if you're watching this, I didn't get round to making the cider. It's actually a fermentation bucket. All I got here is a cheap, it's like a 20 quid Hoover from, was it Morrison's or somewhere like that. I can't remember where I got it from, but if it breaks, it breaks. There's no great shakes, I'll just get another one. But yeah, literally the lid, two pieces of MDF screwed together to give it a bit of strength. Plumbers fit in, and then I've made the attachment as short as possible so I lose as least amount of suction as possible. Now, a lot of people have said, oh, it won't work, blah blah blah, you need to buy the proper thing. Now, granted, this might not work as well as the proper thing, but have a look online and see how expensive they are. And I think it's fair to say that's working quite well. So that's my dust extractor. Then if I go up to the actual cabinet itself, now the downside for this is the perspex. Proper cabinets, you'll have like a cellophane sheet, if you like, or plastic sheet that you replace, but you just take them off afterwards and replace them, keep it clear. Doesn't bother me because all I do is I just give it a quick bit of plastic polish after I blasted it, and as you can see, it does the job. I've got for lighting in there, I've got a old motorbike battery. Top of there, little LED strip, you can get them cheap on eBay. And this is like, I've lined it with some sort of roofing sealant, that's probably the best way, heavy duty roofing sealant, to give it a bit of resistance against the media. I think what I'm going to do is I painted it white to keep some of the light, sort of bounce some of the light off in there, keep it nice and light. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sheet of metal at the back of there, something a bit more substantial. But as you can see, you know, it's done the job. This is the swing arm for the bike. Just done a bit of blasting, and then the framework here again, more of the steel angle, and then the actual mesh was just an offcut down from the steel mesh. So that didn't cost me much either. But yeah, it's done the job. Some be able to do the powder coating cheap. Seal, it's W-shaped sort of draft proofing tape. That's all it is. And then when the hoover's going, I don't get any dust coming out at all really, so it's working quite well. And then these are just catches off Amazon. These are cheap again, and these are also, you know, adjustable as well. So yeah, another tool for the armour, as it were. Hopefully, if you like what I'm building, guys, and all the little projects, sort of like and subscribe. I want to keep the videos coming. There's quite a few little tools that I made on the way that are just that you can do stuff at home if you've got the time and the patience to do it. You can save a few quid.